Hello.
Hi, Jason. I can see you. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. Could you speak, Jason? Testing,
Hello.
testing.
Yes.
Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, yeah. Now I can hear you better. Okay, thank you. Okay. Hey, right on time today.
Yep.
Wonderful. Right. Just waiting for your video to be on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna
Yes.
message my others. Okay, starting today, there will be another student. Yeah, she's doing Sec 4, and in this class, you guys don't have to interact
Okay.
because you are doing your stuff, she's doing her stuff, something like
Yeah.
that. Okay. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I can see you.
Hi.
There'll be two of you. Yeah. Here. Then in this class, Jason is doing his stuff. You're contributing. Um, weirdly speaking, you guys don't have track. Ria,
Yes.
was almost 2 months.
Wait, sorry, I can't hear you.
Okay. Let me speak normally. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right. Jason, landscape, please. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just not doing it. Just give me a sec.
Okay, Ria. Okay. So you're telling me, Ria, that you don't have rights. Oh.
I don't have a.
Yeah, there's something I want to clarify. You are in Sec 4, right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
But you only have a WA in term 3. You
Yeah.
don't have WA in term 1 right now. Nothing.
Yeah.
And for your coursework in term 2, that's not an exam, so to speak.
Yeah, it's a project.
Uh, okay. Usually people in term 3, Sec 4, right? Usually that's actually a prelim. Like it's the whole thing already. It's not a WA, very unlikely. Um, that's what I'm confused about. Could you help me understand what's going
I think it's because I'm in IP, so it's not considered prelims. It's a WA, then after that, there's a prelims, then it's like the end of your exam for me.
So WA3 and then maybe prelim, or sorry, confirm there's a prelim, right? There must be some sort of prelim, right? Some sort
Yeah.
of like this is the whole thing. And then you will have a final, I mean a small final year, like your end of year, like something like that.
Yeah.
Are you saying that your end of year is not on the mid of October, which is usually where the whole level is like for the other people?
I think it's around the same time.
And then prelim, and then the end of year, which is gonna be very packed, like, probably.
Yeah.
And no exam whatsoever, so to speak. before W3. Let me confirm that one more.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, let me talk to Jason for a while because Jason knows what's going on. So very easy to okay. So Jason, are we ahead? Are we still ahead of class?
Yes. We're still.
Let me confirm that your class is at positive, negative, or something else.
We're, if I'm not wrong, we are now getting to decimals. Yeah, we're starting to talk more about decimals and some other things.
Are you comfortable with this and fractions?
Yeah, I'm okay with it so far.
You don't have to have any extra practices because of it
Yeah.
from
Okay.
from us from Shani. All right.
Yeah. Okay. So, we're going into chapter 3, which is approximation and estimation, which is just rounding up and rounding down. So it's not that complicated right now.
Mm. And you don't feel any need to talk about it too much right now.
Yeah, currently nothing really much.
No problems with homework.
Yep, no problem.
Okay then. What shall we do today?
Maybe can chapter 5 or chapter 6, which is simple equations in
Algebra.
one. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Algebra is chapter 4. Chapter 5
Right, that's the start.
is yeah. Chapter 5
Good
is the
continuation.
simple equation in one variable, and chapter 6 is geometry and measurements.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Have I shared with you my Google Drive, which contains a lot of paper?
Don't think so.
You think so or you don't think so?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay. Right. Ria, have I shared with you Google Drive also, okay, which contains a lot of paper?
No.
All right, so I'm gonna do that for both of you. Okay, today that's what I'm gonna do. So first, Jason. Okay. So Jason, even though you're NA, you're gonna get used to the express method, right? No harm
Yeah.
done, and you will probably benefit from it. You'll probably benefit quite a lot if your goal is to score well. So Jason, your email is just spell it out for me a bit.
I'll just type
Yeah.
it in the chat.
Wait a minute. Cool Gamer is the Cool Gamer one, or you want to use another one?
Yeah, it's fine. That's the main email I usually use.
So no, right, what do we call it? No school email, yeah, right.
I do have one,
Right.
but I just use this one for everything.
Okay, so for Cool Gamer something, I have shared with you a folder called Sec1 Math.
Okay.
Please check it out in your Google Drive. All right, if you cannot find it, please tell me. For Ria, Sec4 Cam. Where's my Sec?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, good. You go in and you're gonna just randomly take one. Doesn't matter SA1 or SA2. The first few questions will be what you will feel familiar lah. Check it out. And you're gonna screenshot if you don't have to screenshot, you can. Then you're gonna put it in the Jamboard. So a bit of technical stuff. How do you screenshot from a paper to the Jamboard? It should be done very easily. If you cannot, please tell. Ria, just to confirm, your email is the Ria Prakash 2024.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm sharing with you a folder called O-Level Chem. To your Google Drive, tell me if you can see it. Okay. Jason, can I confirm that you're opening a random paper? You don't have to tell me.
Yep.
And you're seeing some questions, something will look familiar, kind of,
Yep.
right? Whether familiar or not, you're gonna put those stuff, okay, maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 questions, put it in a Jamboard. This is the first time we copy from a page. And let's get a feel of stuff, and then we'll go to algebra after that.
Sure.
Okay. Ria, how is stuff with
Yeah.
children?
I got it.
You got it? Okay. So yeah, this is for you, maybe today, maybe later, but we're going to use a lot of that. Right? So maybe just as a test first, I just want to make sure all the laptop skill is there. You just open a random paper, right? Maybe you look at the MCQ and you are currently doing redox and enthalpy, something like that, correct?
Yeah.
So I want you to find, spotting the question is part of the exercise. I want you to find what looks like an enthalpy question, what looks like a redox question in MCQ. There'll be at least 3 or 4, maybe around question 20 something. Find that and then screenshot into the Jamboard. Do you know how to screenshot into the Jamboard?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. And then let's discuss a little bit. And then that's our warm up for today lah. Okay, I see that you have chosen quite a lot of questions, Jamboard. Okay, don't put the answer key. In fact, don't look at the answer key for now. Okay, don't.
All right.
Okay, if you want, just take the question lah. Just get rid of the answer key, right? You chose a lot of very fancy and difficult questions. Okay.
Yeah, I just
Okay, for the
picked
graph one, we cannot do today because we need a graph paper. I don't think we're set up for it. Okay.
Let me check if I do have graph paper.
If you have a graph paper, we can do something.
Okay. Let me just check the
So that you don't regret it. However, so that you don't regret, question 4 and question 7 that you chose are questions that will happen near the end of the year. We
Oh,
can discuss them right now. You have no problem understanding it, but it's at the end of the year. Not right. Just say,
okay. Let me just
right. Maybe you leave it there and then maybe you find something else. Okay, simple,
Okay.
right? Here we are, I'm following you. Okay. Chat is here we are, we have chosen question. So I'm gonna make it bigger, okay, Ria? Okay, let's not fight, yeah. Great. Okay, Ria. So I do not know where your redox is. I do not know how comfortable you are. Just to confirm, are you using some sort of Apple Pencil? I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
All right, so you can do it directly on Jamboard lah. Okay, I want to see your thinking process lah. I want to see how you split. Okay, these 2 question is probably fine for redox. And what will you do? If you have no idea, you tell me. You don't wait in this situation. We don't waste your tuition time, right? Okay.
Okay.
Understood. Yes,
So
Jason.
I don't have any graph papers, so that's
Yeah. So just take the earlier question in the paper. Earlier question. You should see some sort of numbers question. Things that look simple and easy. Just put them in and give it a try. Okay. Yeah, to confirm, you're doing question 20, am I correct?
Yeah.
I see what you mean. Okay. Really? That's how you would do it. Okay, fine. Okay, that's fine. That's okay, I think. Yeah, that's nice. Why is OH minus 2? Oh, because you separate the O and H. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay, good. I agree with you, Ria. I agree. Now, how do you deal with shorter ones? So you can deal with something long. I'm very happy.
Mm-hmm.
Jason, you choose question 2.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna move the other question to the next page, because 2 packed. Anyway, no point saving questions, right? Maybe saving pages. What you chose are not easy questions. Okay, so hopefully we learn something.
Okay.
For question 2, some people will use their primary skill method. You can use any method you want. There is no limitation, but if you're stuck, you tell me. Let me give you some hints. Don't wait too
Okay.
long. Okay. Ria, are you stuck at 27?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's A, but I don't know.
Okay. Now watch how I do it. I am doing what you are doing. If you understand what you're doing, I am doing exactly that in just a slightly different way because this is MCQ. I'm looking for, how do I say? I'm looking for shortcut lah, so to speak. Okay. So this is 0. This is also 0. Am I making any sense?
Yeah.
This is a -1 times 3 lah, but I don't write the times 3. I just write -1, and this will be +3 because it's kind of easy to see lah. Even though I do not write the times 3, I still know it's times 3. I just don't write it down for convenience sake. There isn't much space. Clear?
Mm-hmm.
Considering all this is clearly redox, no? Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
Could you do something similar to B, C, and D, even with the lack of space? I'm going to try to make it slightly bigger so you have slightly more space, but there isn't much. And in MCQ, this is the space you have to deal with, right? Okay, so let me repeat that. This is what I do. Just a minute. So this is, okay. Now, Ria, even if you found everything, you found the answer, I still want you to do all BCD. Like, if you're stuck. Yes, Jason.
I can use a calculator for these, right?
You can. There's no
Okay.
Okay, a bit formality, please write down 3 unit if you're using, the so to speak, the primary method. Maybe you write 3 unit, that's more formal. Okay, nice, thank you.
Wait, I don't know how you got to 0, the number.
Okay. First, the 0. This is very important. You say that you're okay with this 0 and this 0. I didn't explain how. I was assuming that you understand. Are you okay or not? If you're not okay, you tell me.
No, not.
All right. Now, I'll try to explain from a few angles, meaning I'm trying to help you understand. I'm not trying to help you memorize. If I'm trying to help you memorize, I'll say something like this, Ria. Hey, Ria, this is an element. It's not a compound. An element will always be 0, 1. Okay, no need to think too much. Hey, Ria, this is also an element. An element is always 0. You don't have to think much. Just whack it. Okay, that's one way to memorize, and it will be correct. Now, to explain, if you do Cl, Cl, I just draw a Cl2, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
The line symbolizes the sharing of one electron from each other, correct? There are other, there are 6 more here, This is just Sec3 stuff, okay? Now, the oxidation state represents, in this case, did he gain or lose electron or not? And did he gain or lose electron? That's always what oxidation state represents. Okay. Now, let me repeat. From Sec3, this is a sharing relationship. Covalent. I share with you, you share with me. So, to answer the question, did the first Cl gain any electron or lose any electron?
No.
And the second Cl gain or lose?
No.
Let me close it by saying it's because they have an equal sharing. They have an equal relationship. Equal sharing, which in practical terms, it means sometimes the first Cl have these two, and sometimes the second Cl have these two. That's how they dance. Now, with that, that means oxidation state for both 0, 0, because actually there are no changes. Am I making any sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The Fe1 slightly different, but let me just go through it once. So for you, Jason, your first time doing paper, if you have an answer, feel free to check the answer key. In fact, you minimize waiting time from here. It is totally fine for you to check the answer key. I can see with my own mind that your primary skills are intact, so I'm happy. Like, no comments. Even though I'm talking to Ria, it's not that I'm not following you. It's what I'm having. Okay. So for Fe are metals, right? So they, in Sec3, they kind of teach you, oh, Fe metal have a slightly different relationship. So there's a lot of Fe flying around. Fe3 plus, so they say, right? And then all the electrons are flying in a sea of electrons. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. In fact, in the middle. So that's what I say, like a metal bond. Can Ria?
Yeah.
The individual Fe, so to speak, loses 3 electrons. Is that true or not?
Yeah.
That's not true at all, because the electrons are always around them, haunting them. The sea of electron is always with them, no matter what. If they're just a little bit freer, but they are always haunting them. So they are not free from their electrons. They didn't lose any electron. They are just how do I say that? They are just pretending to lose their electron. I don't know how to say this. Fe is not Fe3 plus, even though the drawing seems to say so, because the electron is always still there.
Mm.
So 0, first 0, second 0, does that make any sense?
Yeah.
FeCl3 is ionic compound. Immediately you realize, if you know it's ionic, he has gained electron and he has lost electron, because those situations are the life goals of Fe and Cl. The life goal of Fe is to lose electron. The life goal of Cl is to gain electron. They are very happy to do so. This is an ionic bond. Plus 3, minus 2. Clear or not? Believe it or not, what I am doing here is supposed to be what you're doing here. So I think there's the benefit to continue to make it clear. Please do BCD as much as you can. If you understand how I do it, you do it your own way first. Let's see how to do it. Jason, you seem stuck. Are you stuck, Jason?
No. I'm trying to find
Right.
where I found question 2 from.
Oh,
Yeah.
you mean
I'm
you
trying
mean
to
you
think.
look at a few papers?
Yeah, different.
Oh, okay. Next time, just stick to one first, okay?
Okay.
Ria, just to confirm, you're dealing with B, am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. To encourage you, you are correct. And are you evaluating the S or the SO4 as a whole?
As a whole.
Okay. And as a whole, you're of course right, they are -2. So far, so good. So evaluate it like that also low. So this is BA separately from SO4 lah. BA separately from SO4, please.
Philip, I'm a bit confused for B.
Okay, let's talk about B. Okay, I'm trying my best to use your primary skill first lah. Okay.
Alright.
Primary skills are in general still useful in secondary one. If you have something from primary school, I want you to bring it to secondary one as much as possible. Okay. Let's not waste what you already know. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't care what your PSLE marks are. I don't care. I care whether you know certain skills or not, right? So the sum of money shared by them is, so you have found the money from everybody, right? So
yeah.
let me see. Yeah, Matthew's one is 17.6, correct?
Yep.
Okay, and then the Ali one is 4.8, right? And then the Tan is 1.6, is it?
Yeah. Ali is 6.4.
Sorry, 6.4, right? And then there's 1.6. Okay, good. Now, distribute pass equally to Ali and Tan was left with 2.6, right? So I already written this for you as a hint already. I'm not trying to do it everything. I'm going to do one more hint lah. There you go. So this is original and this is now new situation, correct? Does it spark anything?
Oh.
Okay. If that sparks something, then you do something.
Okay.
Okay, understand. Yeah, good. That's fine. Okay. Okay. This is great. This is not a good analysis. You should separate the H and the CL separately.
Oh.
Not a good analysis. This is great. Good. H is not usually -1, +1. Good. Good. If you don't understand or if you're not comfortable memorizing, you tell me. From our trial, yeah, I have an impression that you're not comfortable memorizing.
Yeah.
Again, correct. Now you as much as possible are gonna get help from this tuition in order to either not memorize or to have the best skill in memorizing certain things or to minimize your memorization as much as possible. We're going to replace your memorizing with understanding or to boost it with understanding so it's easier.
Yeah.
Is that in general a good strategy for you?
Yeah.
Whenever that happens, it doesn't matter when in chemistry, if you feel that this is too much memorization to bring into exam, I'm going to get confused. You're going to say that and going to talk about it and make sure that you don't feel the burden of memorizing. Okay? Can react anytime,
Yeah.
every time.
Okay.
For H +1, do you feel the burden of memorizing?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay, then go ahead. Okay. Now you have to find the new ratio lah, right? So remember, Jason, you do have your calculator. Hopefully that helps out because those are very ugly numbers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully that helps. I don't know how, but hopefully.
Okay, that's my final answer.
According to primary school, they want the ratio to be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Your ratio is already correct, but not nice. You're losing 1 mark.
Oh,
You have to make it somehow nice. Somehow.
do I have to round it up?
No, rounding up is not what you deal with ratio. Okay, let me put it this way. Yeah, let me explain what they want. What they want.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say there's a ratio 1, ratio 4. Let's say.
Mm-hmm.
With A and B. Let's say this is correct, but it's not nice.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not nice. So you gotta do whatever magic you do. You say, okay, maybe I times 2 this guy, and maybe I times 2 this guy, and then I found 3, and then 8, and this is my final answer, something like that.
Oh, okay.
This is nice. Now that's what you need to do, and I can tell you that this is not gonna be very easy. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see your skill then. Ria, are you stuck with the ZnCl2?
Oh. Is it not 0?
All right, then let me ask you. You know that there is the covalent relationship, the metallic relationship, and the ionic relationship. Correct? Yeah? And those are the 3 relationships that is for everything. So kind of easy to see the word. HCl, even though it's supposedly covalent, it became ionic immediately in aqueous life. Immediately. Okay. In fact, the word aqueous means that it is soluble, right? When it is soluble, it is very certainly a positive and a negative. Am I making any sense right?
I don't get the when it's soluble, it's positive.
I'm going to tell you that. I'm explaining something that is sometimes in the syllabus, sometimes out of syllabus. They don't test it, but it's clearly there. Sometimes your teacher explains, sometimes don't. I'm explaining this not to give you more burden, but to give you more understanding. If it doesn't work, you gotta help. Understand? Okay.
Yeah.
So ZnCl2 by nature is ionic, correct? By nature lah. Is this okay or not okay? Okay, so you should know this. So that's already the first clue. If it is ionic, there's already a give and take relationship. That's the nature of ionic relationship. So Zn cannot be 0, Cl2 cannot be 0. Confirm 1 because it's ionic. Correct? Cannot. There must be a give and take for an ionic relationship to happen. Okay, that is already a very big clue for you to consider plus and minuses. Now, regarding the dissolve in water aqueous, that's another big clue. Why? Because something ionic is always soluble in water. That's why you learn in centric. The reason is because water can grab the positive ion and basically kidnap it. And then water can grab the negative ion and kidnap it. And so on and so forth. I'm explaining in a very short way. Water can only kidnap positive ions and negative ions to make it soluble. Again, therefore, another hint that it is definitely a positive and negative hidden there. Is all I'm trying to say, right? Am I confusing you?
No.
Then give me some other redox number. It's not going to be 0 and 0. Jason, you got it. Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, Jason, that must be the answer lah. Check the answer key, and then I hope you help. Jason, how is it?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, good.
Yep.
These are all primary stuff, and I'm glad to see that your primary skills are okay. For the next question, those are algebra. I'll say the most important thing. Those algebra still generally just require your primary skill in fraction. There isn't much differences. Would you
Okay.
please be a bit have a bit of courage and give it a try? If you are wrong, I can help you.
Sure.
Ria, you have decided, and okay, so give and take, right? Okay, Ria, now think about it. CL will give or take. If you're not comfortable, you have.
Sorry, wait, what?
Hey, wait, sorry, okay, NCL2, right? You change it to plus already. I was very confused when you write minus. Okay, no question. So now you should be able to conclude whether D is redox or not.
It is.
It is. So your answer should be B, and you are correct. The way we do this, writing numbers on top is surprisingly considered a formal way of doing redox number. You're doing it in a very nice presentation. I don't mind. But what we did just now has an advantage of being extremely fast if you're comfortable, and to be still acceptable. Totally great when things are short. Your method is just much better when the thing is very long. So each method there's an advantage. You will need to practice what we did just now for a few times until you're comfortable, because in general, the things are short. So you gotta be quick, something. Okay. Now, are we covering something useful? Did we cover something useful?
Yeah.
All right. Feel free to try question 20 and 29. I want to know, and then maybe we will go to it. But Jason, you're trying. Why did your -4 stay -4? Jason. Now,
Because
let me do this.
oh yeah. Okay.
Okay. If you're stuck or confused, please tell me. Yeah, because this is ahead of your class, right?
Kak Philip.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes.
2y, do I put it with
Yeah.
the 9y or the x?
Oh, you gotta deal with the bracket first. So your -12 plus 9y, you deal with the bracket, so to speak, and that's great. You don't 2y with the 9y. 2y's relationship is first and foremost with 2 minus 3x.
Mm-hmm.
That means you must notice that, you must notice something like this. This is sorry, let me write it down inside. There is a positive relationship here. That's why you want to combine it with 9y, correct? That's why.
Yeah.
However, something else takes higher priority. The bracket relationship, because the bracket relationship implies a times, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Times rank higher than plus. That's just the rule in math, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So you must settle the higher priority. First priority is here, and then you can settle the other priorities. Okay.
So
Am I
wait.
making any sense? Sorry.
Yeah. So where do I put like the y?
Well, you're going to do exactly what happened in the first bracket, which is to say this will become 4y first, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then it'll be minus 6xy. I'm just doing it for you. This needs to make sense. Don't memorize this.
Okay.
What do you think? Okay.
Okay.
So you do that, and then you can settle the rest. Okay, Ria, you have an answer. Good. Yeah, can you confirm whether D is correct or wrong? Because I want to know how you think.
For 28,
Yes.
whether D is correct or wrong.
E.
It's wrong.
Tell me why it is wrong.
Graphite is just C.
Oh,
It's
no,
not.
no, no. Oh, oh, no, 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 no. Oh. See, gotcha. Gotcha. Now, draw graphite for me.
Mm, layers.
Jason, you can check the answer key. Nice. I'm okay. I'm okay. Right. So you remember your sec 3, right? There's a C. Sorry, I cannot. There's a C. Yeah, lah, right? And maybe there's another hexagon there and another hexagon there, right? Then you have a dot with another hexagon. That makes sense. Okay. Okay, again, I hope we're thinking about the same thing. This is the graphite structure, lah, something. Okay. Now, you say that graphite is only C, implying that there is no bond. Now, of course, when you write graphite in a chemical formula, you write it as C lah. Now, but you draw the correct thing. Think about what you say. Are you sure that the C in graphite has no bond at all?
It does.
Then, is it, so to speak, for every C, he bonds with one C, so to speak lah?
No.
Then, in graphite, every C bond with how many C?
2 or 3.
Which one? 2 or 3? Or 2 or 3?
3.
So, if you're right, to keep it simple, the energy when whatever 1 mole graphite sublime is very close to 346 kg times 3 lah.
Yeah.
Something. And therefore, D is wrong because of that. I like your answer. Please continue. Jason, are you stuck?
Kind of. I don't know whether it's the correct answer or not, because
Check the answer key lah, no?
I already
I have
went off the paper and now I don't know which one it is. Just trying to search for it right now.
Okay, never mind. So next time you'll just remember which paper lah. So right
Yeah.
now I will say that you are correct. Congratulations. So far. All right.
Okay.
Correct. Continue. You should stop here. There's nothing else to do. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Ooh, challenging, Ria. Yeah, this is challenging. Isn't it? Oh. Ooh. All right, nice. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Oh, yeah. Very interesting chart. Why do you choose that, Ria?
Because That's photosynthesis.
You are correct. I like it. You're recognizing things. But did your teacher specifically tell you, yo, this is photosynthesis?
Yeah.
Spot it, man. Oh, your teacher say that. Okay, good. Which is good, like, which is good, you know. And what does your teacher say? Oh, if photosynthesis, then it must be
Endothermic.
because you memorize, or because is there some other explanation?
Because it breaks down substances.
Yeah, it actually combines substances, right? It combines CO2 and H2, right?
Uh-huh.
Your teacher might say something like this because you know that photosynthesis requires sunlight. Without sunlight, cannot happen. Correct? You do know that, lah.
Yeah.
Does that help? Perhaps.
Yeah.
Jason, you're looking at your Jamboard, right? Correct. Okay, I'm giving you encouragement. See whether you can continue or not. Okay. So if it requires sunlight, then can confirm it requires energy, so to speak, and therefore confirm endothermic. Does this make sense? Is this okay? Okay. Now tell me, how about A? How come A is not endothermic? Your answer is correct, you know. Yeah, beautiful. Very nice. I still want you to know why A is not endothermic and B is not endothermic.
B is neutralization.
You are right. B is neutralization. Beautiful. Did your teacher scream at you and say, yo, this is neutralization. You better know it, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what's the big deal about neutralization and exothermic, endothermic? Did your teacher say something? Jason, do you need help?
Yeah.
Okay, check it out. You're doing the first good line. Okay, I like it a lot. Usually in primary school, you do this to combine the fractions, man. So why don't you do that? Right? I'm combining the top guy with the first guy with the second guy. That's what I usually do.
Okay.
In primary school without the complication of X lah. That's right. Okay, give it a try. Okay, so Ria. Neutralization, what? What? No idea.
It gives off energy instead.
Which is a memorization thingy lah.
Yeah.
Correct? Okay. Let's minimize your memorization burden. Good idea? Okay. Okay. In practicals in lab, you do lab, right? Starting last year, right? Correct.
Yeah.
They say something like this. You have to guess. Hey, be careful, eh? You cannot add. What do you say? You cannot add. How to say? First of all, you should never add concentrated acid to anything. You should dilute it and add it slowly. Right? They say something. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Did they demonstrate what happened if you add concentrated acid to anything?
No.
So did they explain to you why you should not do that? No. This is very sad. This is a sad life. Okay. Have you done neutralizing yourself? You know, dilute alkali with dilute acid, right? Okay, so maybe the alkali is on the big beaker and the dilute acid is drop something. Okay, yeah. So did you feel with your hand that as you neutralize, the beaker do get a slight bit warm?
Yeah.
Just like that. Do you understand that the warming always happen no matter what neutralization?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to tell you that. No need to memorize. Now I'm going to build up that knowledge by saying, Jason just said, Jason, your negative number, okay? Your negative number. This guy, this guy. Be careful, this guy. Think about it for a while. So, Ria, if you add concentrated acid, it will become very hot very quickly,
Mm-hmm.
which is a very dangerous thing because something that it heats up very quickly. When acid reacts, by nature, it will react quite fast and a lot of heat will be released. And that means the acid will splash, kind of like it will splash, which is not a good thing. It will splash to you or it splash to somebody else or whatever. It is very dangerous to add concentrated acid to anything because acid does react and the reaction is violent, boils, splash, hence dilute acid.
Mm-hmm.
Hence, in dilute acid, you only feel it as a little bit warm because the reaction is not as violent.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to give you more memorization. I'm trying to link your experience with the fact that neutralization is a reaction with acid, and therefore it will be warm, which means exothermic load. So that's good. Okay. Would that be okay? Okay. Now, number one. Do you recognize number one as combustion?
Not really.
Well, what else would you call? Oh, burning. Burning. You recognize number one as burning.
Yeah.
So burning is combustion. Fancy name, fancy name. Normal people call it burning. Now, burning is hot, releases heat, I guess that's why we burn stuff, I guess. And you don't need to continually supply the heat. You just supply it with the things to burn. Correct.
Okay.
Exothermic. Believe it or not, relying on normal life experience do get you through the exothermic part most of the time. The endothermic is the harder one. The exothermic one, we have quite a lot in our experience. They kind of intentionally choose those kind of reactions. Kind of. Now, Ria, again, this is my first real question. Are we discussing something useful for you?
Yeah.
If you feel it's useful, then why don't we continue? You have a few options. You can continue with more MCQ questions from another paper because MCQ is not easy. Or you can go to paper 2 because you think you want to discuss it. Okay, up to you. Jason, you don't understand it. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so listen to me. First thing first, the minus 2x is fine. Okay, the only mistake is here. So the plus and the 4, right? Plus and the 4. Now, instead you wrote minus 2. Right? The issue is, I am so sorry. I wrote something. What am I talking about? Should be plus 2. Sorry. So the only difference me and you have is plus 2 and minus 2. That's the only difference. Because I will explain, remember the negative thingy lah. There's a double negative here. The negative belongs to 2x and also belongs to the negative 2. It's negative 2. Tell me if it doesn't make sense.
I didn't realize it was okay. Yeah, I think I get it.
But how come it is like that? Because you are negativing the whole thing. What? Negative this whole thing. Even though there's no bracket. Negative both, which means this negative must apply to him and to him, not just the first guy. Okay, so now you have a plus 2. It changes the answer. Now, I will ask you to, not ask me check, I'll ask you to apply the correction, the confirmation method I teach you.
Okay.
If you forget, you're going to Just to help. I'm gonna have refresh you like this. Okay, Ria, have you chosen your paper 2 question maybe or another MCQ?
There's not a lot for redox.
You mean you're specifically looking for redox question in paper 2?
Yeah, see.
You don't have to. If there isn't, that's fine. If you cannot spot it, that's fine. If you spot something else you want to discuss, I want to talk about it because I need to catch up with where you are. Okay, so it's a sense that just run through the paper 2. If there is nothing that catch your attention in 3 minutes, let's move on to the next paper. At least we can talk about redox and energy more. But don't limit yourself to that topic because I also need to know it. Jason, do you know how to
Yeah.
confirm? Random act, right? For original and final. Okay. You want to talk about QA? QA. Do you have all your memorizing stuff? You know, the tables and everything. Do you have? So the QA question kind of, if this is QA, it looks like QA like this. Kind of assumes that you have everything in your mind, right? Assume that. Okay. Now, you don't like memorization that much, and there is a lot of memorization. Correct, yes?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want me to do? You think carefully. Do you want me to go through the memorization with you right now? Do you want me to help you memorize? Or do you want me to talk about the logic behind QA? Because there is logic. People kind of just skip that in favor of memorization.
The logic.
Then let's talk about logic. And for now, I will supply you with what you're supposed to memorize. Okay? I'm going to supply you with that. You have to ask me though, for example. I'll give you an example. I will supply you if you ask. Let's say you say to me, teacher, hey, I recognize this lady. There is something from the guest table, right? Okay. Then if you recognize that there is actually at least in the table, and then I'll tell you what that is like. Okay. Okay, so there's a bracket problem. So bracket the original, please. I think it'll solve your problem. Okay, bracket the origin.
Okay.
So Ria, do you know what's the color gas that relights the glowing split?
Colorless.
Gas that relights the glowing split.
Hydrogen.
No, that's oxygen. Hydrogen is the one with the pump. Okay, but even if you're wrong, you know that it's supposed to be there, and I'm supplying that's oxygen. Now, this is the demonstration of the logic of QA. The first logic is you start with something that is Z, not with A, B, C, D. That's not how you do it. Definitely not. Okay. So look at A, C, D. Is there anything else that makes it feel easy for you, or you recognize something? Right? We don't go one by one A, B, C, D. Yeah, Jason, how is it? C. Are you sure? C. Do you want me to tell you what C?
Oh, no, wait. D.
D. Okay, D. Okay. Do you have any idea?
Copper 2 plus.
Yeah. You know why? Ria, because this is the easiest thing to memorize. In O level, the only thing which is blue is copper 2 plus. That's the only one. You see blue, copper 2 plus. That's it. Okay. However, not so fast. It's a precipitate. So it's copper 2 plus with somebody else. I see I have a problem, right? Okay. Wait. Let me copy that. Okay. Try and identify something else, Ria, and I'll supply you as much as we can. Okay, we're feeling our way. Jason, move your paper up a bit. No, not zoom, not zoom. No, I'm not asking you to zoom. Move it up, move it up. Okay, so check out your final answer, okay? First of all, your final answer have 7x. Let me confirm that you did type 7x in your calculator. There's supposed to be an x here, correct? Okay, good. Okay, then let me ask you, how come minus 5x plus, plus 5x minus 2x is 7? Sorry, I don't get that. Look at your working. Okay. Plus 5 minus 2x. How come it becomes 7x? Area, now I'm going to tell you, anything with nitrate is always soluble. That's part of the memorization. I'm just telling you. Always soluble. Therefore, it's not a good idea because this is a precipitate. Good. Now, Jason, look at that. Your confirmation tells you that you're wrong.
Yeah.
Now that I help you fix, it becomes correct. So the confirmation technique was actually fine. Your confirmation technique was correct. It was telling you what he's supposed to do. Right?
Yeah.
The issue is you seem to be confused. Hey, how
Yeah.
come I'm not correct? Instead, you don't dive in and see, okay, wait. I think I have made a mistake and I will find. That's the value of the confirmation. That's the only value that if they tell you something is wrong, you go and dive. All right. Okay. For now, that's it. Okay.
Okay.
I suggest that you practice with this kind of question again. The earlier question, right?
Okay.
Earlier question. Hey, Ria, you have a new candidate. Oh, I see why you put nitrate. I see why. Okay. Now let me tell you something here. Okay. So this guy is definitely identification of nitrate. Okay. Identification.
Kak Philip, for like
Yeah.
the other question I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put it in the 13 slide.
Sure. Go ahead, please. ID of nitrate. You have to. So it makes a lot of sense because there's a nitrate here. So far, so good, Ria.
Yeah.
The question is, do you know that the identification of nitrate produces a certain gas and also changes the ion of nitrate? It changes it to an ammonia gas, right? Which in ammonia gas can become an H4OH, which later on becomes OH. Now, you're going to tell me whether this is confusing or not.
I get the ammonia gas, but I don't get after that.
Why does that means you at least can accept that the identification of nitrate will produce ammonia gas. That's one, correct? Yeah? Okay. Then how come ammonia gas will, so to speak, produce or become NH4? Simple, because that's just what ammonia gas do when it passes through water. A little bit will dissolve. So a little bit low, a little bit low. A little will dissolve. And when it dissolves in a form of NH4OH. The OH is what is causing the precipitation with Cu+. Because CuOH, most OHs are precipitate, another memorization. Is this okay or not okay?
Yeah.
All right. That's my explanation. I don't expect you to memorize it. I expect you to kind of just absorb it and let it be. This logic, actually, I cannot just memorize. I have to trace it and think about it based on what I have memorized. I hope to give you that. You have the memorization, but you also have how to use it. That you should. Okay. Now, I was a bit surprised that you don't use the opportunity for round games. Well, which is normal. It's not a round games. Oh, but this is going to be very easy. Okay. So look, this is Cu. Oh, this is O2. Look at this. I mean, can you maybe, perhaps, okay. Let's do A. Anyway, I want you to do A anyway, right? The balance can get, but they give you a lot of hints. This one. Let's do that. Okay. Okay, Jason, are you confirming, Jason? Is that what you're doing?
I'm trying to confirm it, but I'm just a bit confused.
Okay. Right, because currently there's an A and then there's a B, right?
Yeah.
So when there's both, here's an X and here's a Y, here's a Z.
Hmm.
Okay. When you have two variables, they call it the two algebra, you just assign a random number here and a different random number here. It has to be different. Okay, that's all you have to do. Okay, that's all you have to do. Okay, try that and see whether you're correct.
Okay.
Okay. Ria, can you write the balanced chemical equation?
Mm.
It's still wrong.
That's weird. Okay, let me see how you put it. Your answer is 3BA, which is 5 minus 8. Why is it 4? Okay, so I'm sorry. What happened to the 4? How come it's 4BA?
Uh,
Why do you think it's 4?
because there's a times and I don't know.
Okay, change your answer to 3BA first, see what is correct or not. Then we'll talk about.
It's not.
Okay.
It's -4.
Okay, it's closer. And the reason is because of a bracket again. So you have to bracket your final answer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now it's 0.
Okay, good. So now you know that the answer is 3, right? Let's talk about it. Okay, Ria, they basically want you to they don't even ask you for A, but basically you have to guess A, basically from all this. Can you do it by balance? No,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the oxygen is not balanced. Hey, wait. Wait a minute. Oh, it is balanced. The N is also the anti. Right? Even though they say that they don't ever say that they want A, they are basically forcing you to. They're forcing you to do it in slightly uncommon way. But you can do it very well. Congratulations. Good, good, good. Maybe an X will be the best. Okay. So Ria, you're saying that you do not know what's region X yet. FE.
So,
FE. There's your answer, FE. Yes.
okay.
Ria, is it because you're trying to remember the color green? Is that what you're doing here?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, here's a good news for you here. We're going to use logic. In this case, we're not going to use memorization. Okay, now, Jason, tell me when you have confirmed. Tell me whether you're right or wrong.
Yeah, it's wrong.
All right. Then answer me the question. How come y minus 2x suddenly becomes 2xy?
Yeah.
How did that happen, right? There's no times there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you something for now. There's no times there. There's nothing you can do with y minus 2x. One contains y and one contains x. Y
Oh.
minus 2x is y minus 2x.
So I
You're
just leave it there.
forcing yeah, you leave it like that. You're forcing in a totally wrong way. There's no multiplication. So instead, you should just deal with the 2 outside.
Okay.
Okay. For you, Ria, logic, right? I promise you logic. The logic goes something like this. Whatever exists here must have come from this guy and this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What exists in the result? I'll just split it first. CO2 plus and CO3 2 minus. Even though it's solid, I can still split it. It's an ionic thing, man. Okay. CO2 plus, CO3 2 minus. So far, so good. Now, CO2 plus must come from either region X or this guy. Where does it come from?
Where does
Again, CO2 plus come from region X or the other guy.
the other guy?
Why? Because the other guy has CO2 plus. Simple, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct, yeah? Correct. Oh, that must be the reason why the CO2 plus. Okay, totally makes sense. Now, CO3 minus. Is it possible that CO3 2 minus comes from this guy? Is it possible?
No.
All right, then logic, ma. Then therefore it must come from region X. Okay, Jason, are you correct or wrong?
It's 64.
All right, so it tells you that something is wrong.
Yeah.
Right. So your mistake is still the same as the previous one. The minus 2 affects y and also affects minus 2x. The minus 2. It should have been plus 4x.
Oh, okay.
Okay, same mistake and you're getting used to it. Okay, this is
Yeah.
negative number in action. So that's why. So Ria, does it make sense that CO3 2 minus must come from X? Is that acceptable? So region X must be CO3 Something something lah. Must be already lah. It must be something. Now, when you put Fe2 plus, it is not necessarily the best idea because the green actually belongs to COCO3 anyway. The green does not belong to region X, if that makes sense. So you don't have to quote Fe2 plus, even though it is actually green. Yeah. Instead, you must use your logic, and half of region X is already solved. It must contain CO3, must be one. No memorization is helping us. Am I making any sense?
Yeah.
You have to decide this guy. Who is this guy? Who should this guy be? Do you have any candidates?
Kak Philip,
Hmm.
for C, it's 4Z, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Can I just change it to like another letter because my calculator doesn't have Z?
of course. Totally,
Okay.
totally fine.
All right.
Yeah, any candidates? Don't wait too long, Ria. This is very difficult because you don't have the memorization in it. If you don't know, it's okay. But don't wait too long. Any idea? Yes, say yes. No, say no. Or if you're confused about something, tell me so that we can discuss.
No.
All right. Then, maybe to your surprise, I have concluded first that this guy must be aqueous. It must be. There is a good reason for that. Okay, because I look at this aqueous, this guy is precipitate. Or this guy must also be aqueous because aqueous plus solid cannot produce another solid one. There's a practical problem. I'm saying something that you should have learned in the salt making chapter like SNA. So am I saying something that feels new?
No.
All right. Then if that makes sense, then your CO3 is there and this must be aqueous. So now only then we back to memorization. Memorization says that anything carbonate will not be soluble. That means will not be aqueous, except the SPA, the SP. So I'll choose the sodium one, Na2CO3. And that should. Listen, you're doing fine. Wait, let me simple. 4 times 3. Okay, Jason, is another question. This is from Rikers. Ria, are you okay? Is this too? All right, good. This is a very hard QA question. It involves a lot of thinking, a lot of tricks. The other QA question, if you want, in another paper, should see it. Don't be too bothered by it. We shall discuss and get used to it. Jason, if in primary school you have 3 times 4, okay, and then times 2, right? Now, does this become option A, 6 times 4, option B, 3 times 8, option C, 6 times 8? Which one is correct? Which one's wrong? You can use calculator or whatever to confirm. But this is important. Okay, Ria, Let's go to another question. I feel that this is very heavy and we can do another topic, easier one, and maybe we'll try again, right?
6 times 8 is wrong.
Okay, but this is correct.
Yeah, both of them are correct.
I'm showing you something as a comparison. 3 plus 4 times 2, which is of course different than the other one, right? Is it? Is it 6 plus 4? Is it 3 plus 8? Is it 6 plus 8? Q is not. Which school is this from, Ria?
I think CHIJ Cutthroat Convent.
No wonder, right? CHIJ got. Yeah, okay, so no wonder. No wonder they're just tricky. Slightly above average difficulty. Yes, Jason?
6 plus 8 is correct and the rest is wrong.
Look at these two. Look at these two.
Uh-huh.
Is this confusing? Is this new? Is this from primary school? Is this secondary school? What do you think? Is this unexpected? Is this surprising? Is this this? Is this that?
Not too surprising, but I don't think I've learned it. If not, I just
It's
forgot.
new. Oh,
If not, I just
Alright,
forgot
alright.
about it.
Okay, good news and bad news. The bad news is this. This will be always needed until your Sec 5. And I don't know if you go to JC and take it. So it is always with you in Math 1, no matter what. If you do math, it's like that.
Okay.
So you gotta either understand or memorize this.
Okay.
The good news is that if you learn like this, if you learn not separately, if you learn these two, okay, always have a scenario. It's this one and this one. If you learn them side by side, after a while you'll get it one. Whether you memorize or understand doesn't matter.
Okay.
But if you learn them separately, you will always mix it up as in, oh, I thought I have to times 2 both. But here I only have to times 2 one day. How come? You're supposed to look at them as look at both of them in order to benefit. Okay, now why am I talking about this? Because we're going to apply it here. U times 3, everything. You just have to times 3 one of them. So this, leave it as one of them. What happens here? What happens here? You times 3 this and that. You're not supposed to times 3 this.
Oh.
Because that's the times relationship.
Okay.
Or as another option, you times the one inside, right? Now, when you times the one inside, both must be here because that's the plus relationship. I hope I'm not confusing you. For the times relationship, either one. For the plus or minus, same thing, both. So either this or that. Am I okay? Am I confusing you?
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, I get it. Good.
Then try to. Priya, you're doing something new and you're doing that method. I like it. And this is wrong. Tell me why, Priya. Why is that wrong, Priya? Priya, very important.
It's supposed to be 0.
Because they share each other equally. 0. Good. Don't say -2, say -1, please. In your mind, -1 times 2 or -2. But what they wrote will be -1 or -1 times 2. They will never write -2 because individual CL -1. Is this okay? Formality 6. Yeah, either -1 or -1 times either one. Are you stuck here, Jason? Are you stuck?
I'm just using calculator.
All right, sure. Be careful of the double minus, yeah. Be careful of that.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully you spot them. Yeah. There'll be a double minus here. Jason and Ria, we have 4 minutes left. If there is something urgent that you actually want to ask, you ask right now.
Okay.
If not, we only have 4 minutes left. Okay, so Ria, actually not so bad, but how come you don't do a +2 here? I'm a bit confused.
What?
Kind of helps clarify that the CU, nothing happened to the CU, right? Kind of helps. Because if it is not a redox reaction, everything shouldn't change, right? The CU shouldn't change, the O shouldn't change, the H shouldn't change, the SO4 shouldn't change. Do you have an answer?
Wait, what was the question?
How come you didn't write CU here, 2+2? How come you didn't write? Are you seeing anything? So if you're using iPad, right? Maybe it's because of the iPad lagging. I wrote something.
Uh, I just forgot to write it there.
Okay. Sure. Okay, if you have an answer, go ahead. If not, continue to pay. Jason, pull up your paper a bit. No. I said, yeah, I can get that. So there's 16Z, and for some reason, you totally disregard
Yeah.
the 9. Right. Okay. But you're
Oh,
doing the
yeah.
double minus correctly, lah. Double minus completely great, but you're disregarding the 9.
Yeah.
Good,
Okay.
Ria. I agree with you. Great. Now, could you please do A again for practice, lah? Nice, Jason. Okay.
I'm just gonna
Can
confirm.
get it. You can simplify the 16Z and the 45Z. 16Z and 45Z can combine, so to speak.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Area is option A a redox or not?
No. I mean, yeah, sorry, yes.
Yeah, which means your answer is confirm correct. Okay. But why we do it? Because practice lah. I was hoping that you write BR20, I20. I'm very happy. Okay. Now, time is almost up. Are we doing something to increase your understanding, knowledge, make you feel confident, or are we just repeating stuff you already understand? What's going on for this 1.5 hours? What do you think, Ria?
I think it's okay.
My favorite word is okay, right? Do you want something a bit different or something more for next week? Something like that. How do we improve it?
I think this is fine for now.
We'll for now. I do want to try to get a little bit ahead of class. Right? Since the current topic, you're actually quite okay with your both your enthalpy and your redox have minor problems, and we're kind of spotting them here and there because we're doing the exam level question. That's how we spot it. So I'm pretty sure that you are not so bad. Thinking of going ahead next year, if next week if possible. That's it. Okay. Good job, Ria, for today for doing a lot of exam level questions. Okay. I will see you next week then.
Wait, do
Bye.
you give any
Yes.
do you give any
Oh.
practice before each class, or is it just like
Okay. Now let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk about it. Okay. Can you afford more homework? Practice is home. Can you afford?
sorry, what?
Can you afford more homework?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Jason, you're correct, right?
Yeah.
Good job for now. I'll see you next week. Okay.
Okay.
These are all exam level questions. You're learning something. Cool.
Yeah. Alright,
All right.
bye-bye.
Bye. Abigail, I can see you. Yeah, I'll be with Ria for a bit first. Again, if I give you a specific kind of homework, it will not disturb your other subjects and you won't get too tired, all that stuff. None of that,
Yeah.
Ria? Okay, good. Now
Yeah.
let me tell you the homework. In the end, my homework will always be exam level question, which is to say exam papers. Okay. Now, I want you, keep it very simple, to do MCQ from number 1 until your current topic, which is around 20 or 22, around that. Do you know that, Ria, in MCQ, the topic is always in order what? In order from Sec 3 to Sec 4, in order of how you learn them, so to speak. Okay, a little bit, maybe a bit, some school kind of flip it a bit there, but it's basically in order. You know that, yeah?
Yeah.
So I want you to do all topics that you have learned, and of course, ignore those that you have not. Just one MCQ, which is, I don't know, maybe out of 40 questions, you will be doing 25. I don't know, depend on the MCQ. So next time, you will come with questions from that MCQ. Doesn't matter what school you choose, just choose.
Okay.
All right. There's always answer key. So after you do it, you check first so that you know what to ask. Okay, cool.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
hopefully a doable homework. I'll see you next week. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Abigail, yes, we haven't seen each other for 2 weeks. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Hey, wait. Hey, I'm forgetting stuff. Did I see you next week? Oh, no, I see you last week. No, it was somebody else. I am so sorry. Okay. Abigail, are you setting up your video and everything?
No. I don't.
You mean, oh, you can use stylus. You can use stylus, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, let's use stylus. Okay, go. Updates, please. And then what do you want to do today? Tell me first. Abigail, sorry, can you hear me, Abigail?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I was asking you updates and what do you want to do today?
I'm gonna revise on E-Maths, like chapter 1.
Which is, tell me.
I think it's the. Hold on. Quadratic and fractional equations.
I understand. E-math, right? Not A-math.
Yeah, E-Math.
No problem. The reason why you want to revise is because of exam.
Yeah.
Which is when?
It's like, I think it's 3 weeks from now on.
Oh. Good preparation. How do you plan to revise it? As in, what kind of questions are we doing right now?
I'm gonna I think I'll upload some questions that I got wrong, and I just want an explanation, then I'll try to do it again.
So you're saying that you have some tough questions from your school, something like that?
Yeah.
Good. I like tough questions from your school because school standard school standard study better lah. We don't have to guess. Put them in. Are we doing Abigail E-Math Jamboard?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that. Pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pam. Okay. Kirby, I can see you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Kirby, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, good. Okay, Kirby,
Yeah.
what do we do today?
I don't know. Anything.
Hey, what do you mean by anything? Do you want to continue from yesterday's light, for example? Because yesterday light, it was a bit slow, but I think you're getting the hang of it at the end.
Yeah.
Do you need to do more for exam purposes, I guess?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now if we do physics today, this week we end up doing 2 POA, which was good, I believe, and then 3 physics, including today. Is that a good
Yeah.
idea?
Yeah.
And your E-math and your chem is currently still definitely okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then on your video, and we'll continue doing light, you will have run out of the TYS question with an answer key. Correct or not? Gone already lah.
Yeah.
Then you have to rely on my O-level questions already because they have answer key. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Then you go to my Google Drive, you go and take out the copy paste the question. Quick, and then let's.
Okay.
Abigail, I'm now seeing one question, right? You want me to explain this question, am I correct? Oh my goodness. Wow. Tell me, Abigail, is this homework?
Something like that.
Oh wow. Okay. I will revise you what happened in holiday tuition. Even though you forget everything, I want to point out that I already show you like what I believe is the easiest way to do it. Now, when I mean easiest way, I mean easiest in exam. I always teach you skills that are directly usable in exam one, something like that. Okay, yeah. This might not be what your teacher teach you lah. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, Ken. So the upward downward thing, can I just take it? Okay, you already know why is it wrong.
Yeah. No,
If
actually.
you, if, oh, okay. Then no, then you tell me lah, because I didn't teach you that one. Okay, so, surprise, this is the most dominant guy, the x square. For upward and downward, keeping it very simple. If the guy in front of x square is minus, whether -2 or -1 or -1 million, I don't care. This is gonna be downward. It's just like that one. Okay. If the guy in front of the x square is not negative, means positive lah. Plus 4x, whatever, doesn't matter. It will always be upward. It's more like a memorization at this point. But it's kind of easy to memorize. It's kind of easy to spot. Don't your teacher tell you this?
I never really understood.
Okay. Let's go to Desmos. You're going to share my screen. You're going to go to Desmos, and then I'm going to tell you what to do. We'll try our best to see it for ourselves. There is no other explanation. Okay, shall we do that?
Yeah.
Now, is this what you want? You want to understand or get the hang of it, something like that?
Yes.
Let's go to Desmos. Share your screen. If possible, give me annotation, if possible. Kirby, are you having trouble getting questions from the paper?
Yeah. I set up the thing.
You're setting up the thing.
Do
Oh,
I-
you're setting up
do I-
the video.
Do I set it up?
I think today no need because we're not using your TOS. We just whack a soft copy paper immediately. Okay, let's go there. Give me annotation, Abigail. Somehow give me annotation if you can. You're using Chromebook. Wait, you're using Chromebook, right? You're using Chromebook, right? Let me check. And Chromebook give annotation. Annotation Zoom. Chromebook annotation Zoom. Very school. Chromebook cannot annotate. Okay, so no need to ask. I cannot define. Chromebook cannot annotate. Okay, a sad day in our life. Now, please write down like your homework. Y x squared plus x plus 1. Go ahead, write it down first.
I already wrote it down.
I cannot see it on your screen.
Yeah,
How
I
come?
wrote it
Sorry.
down on my paper.
Oh no, Desmos. Desmos is going to help us.
Yeah. What do you want me to do?
Type on Desmos. Wait. Is this your first time using Desmos? Is it?
No.
Then can you type x squared plus x plus 1 in the plus 1 in the Desmos. Yeah. You're putting a minus x squared. Oh, okay, sure. Minus x, right? Plus minus x squared plus x plus 1, please. Just like your homework. Okay. Plus 1. Okay. Now, change the minus to plus first so that it's exactly the same. Now, you're going to change it this way. You're going to put a. You're going to put a in front of x squared. And then you're going to add a slider. A in front of x squared. 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 A, not 2. A. Up. Okay. Okay, nice. Okay, then arrow it and then put an A. Arrow left or click. Yeah, okay, then put a letter A. If you cannot, press A, B, C. Ah, nice. Add slider A. Good. Okay. Now A can change between whatever number lah. Now you play the animation and then you watch for yourself. What happens when A is positive and what happens when A is negative? You watch it for yourself. Okay, there is a sudden flip, right? There is a sudden flip.
Yeah.
I want you to find the point of the flip. When it actually flip, you can, you can slowly adjust your A lah, so that you can find where it flips. Okay, where it flips is a very very weird thing. When it flips, wait, yeah, nice. Look at that. At A equals to 0 is a line. Now, who would have thought, right? At A equals to 0, the x squared doesn't exist. It becomes a line because it's only x plus 1. Make sense?
Yes.
When A goes to positive, it will immediately do the upward thing. When A goes to negative, it will immediately do the downward thing. You just see. Yes. Immediately one. Very easy to see. Kirby, no question, is it? Oh, you got one. Oh, that's a very difficult question. Because it's a lens question, Kirby. We haven't covered lens. Okay, Kirby, can I confirm that you do need to cover lens?
I don't know. Isn't it just science?
Okay.
I mean, just light.
Lens are very easy. Lens are difficult if you don't understand the basic. Okay, you can put the lenses question here first, but can you do something else? Because I think I need to explain the lens for you from the start. Not like that. Just put it here first. But do another question, please. Can?
Yeah.
Lens is not that easy. Not that easy. They have a lot of ways to make it difficult. Now, Abigail, are you convinced that for this graph, positive will become upward, negative will become downward? Convinced yet?
Yeah.
Now, I want you to change the x and the plus 1 because there are many types of quadratic. Just change the x into, I don't know, whatever, minus 3x lah, whatever you want. Whatever you want. Just change it and then check again. Okay, sure. And then change the plus 1 to, I don't know, minus 5 or whatever you want. Okay, plus 1, great. Does that still apply? A positive upward, A negative downward. Does it still apply? You gotta check.
Yeah.
Okay, go and play the animation. Does it still apply? Where did it change? Where did it change? Where did that change? Is it the same thing again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, are you sure? Just try 0. Just try 0 for me. Just try 0. Just tap 0. Just click 0 or something. Yeah. There you go. Your line again, right? Your line again. Right. 0. 0 is your line. Same behavior, isn't it? Same behavior. Yeah. Would you like to change the x and the 5 one more time? Maybe, if you want to. Just to be sure, just to be very certain. Oh, very nice, Kirby. Yes, very good. Can you do that? You should be able to do that. Okay, is the behavior again the same? Yes, Kirby?
How do I do it? Is it like the sign in, sign out thing?
Try that first. Yeah, try that first. Put that in first, and then since they don't draw anything, right?
So
they never draw.
What does it not take? You need an angle, right?
Oh, no. I'm sorry. It's a different one. Let me show you. This is to complete that topic. Now, Abigail, are you convinced? Because this needs to stay with you. This will always be used from now on. Use it. This needs to stay.
Yeah.
If you're okay, then we go back to your question. No, that's you can stop your screen sharing. Kirby, the formula looks very similar to what you see yesterday. But I'm changing the sign, the sign with velo. I'm changing it with, correct? You use this version. It's a memorization thing, fair enough, but You can now use it for 2 marks. Please try. So Abigail, the first one is upward, not downward. So far, so good. Can.
Can.
Okay, this needs to stay with you in E-math and in A-math forevermore. Okay, forever. Now, regarding this min or max point, line of symmetry, blah, blah, blah. Now, what I teach you is something extremely is a minimum point, let's say. Something extremely simple. The X minimum is very easy to find. The Y minimum is also very easy to find. X minimum is always minus B over 2A. Always. Did your teacher say something like this?
I'm not sure.
Then please try this first, because that's what we did in holiday tuition. It must have been too easy that we kind of actually forget about it. Now, let's try. Tell me what's the answer in Jamboard. Okay, Kirby, gotta write something in Jamboard. Not seeing anything. Okay, you can check the answer key, please. Yes, I guess that's a point, right? Abigail, can you write in the... Yes, Abigail, definitely. Those are the ABC, correct. Definitely good. Oh yeah, Kirby, you don't have to show me. You're correct, right? You don't have to show me one. If you're correct, be happy. Look. Don't worry about their method. Don't worry at all. Ken? Okay, let me put it this way. Kirby.
Okay.
You know that the formula I gave you works, right? You know that, right? Same answer. Okay. Do you prefer to memorize these two? Number 1, number 2, now that you know you need them, or to memorize number 1 and number 3, or to memorize all of them? Which one do you prefer?
Number 1 and number 2.
It's fine. It's gonna work every time. That is why I'm here. I tell you what works. You don't have to know number 3. Okay, cool. Let's continue. So Abigail, by using this simple formula, which always works, you do get the answer. Am I confusing you? Does this make sense? The line of symmetry will always be the X minimum guy lah. Always lah.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. Now, this formula, let me guarantee, is totally acceptable. It's just like totally acceptable. How do I know? Because it's part of this formula. The formula that we discussed last time.
Oh.
Look at that. Do you see that? There you go.
Yeah.
That guy.
Mhm.
That's why this is never forbidden. It cannot be forbidden. It's already there. And it's always correct. Now, if I have the X minimum, this is the easiest way in exam, because no matter how hard the quadratic, this always works. Okay. Now, do you remember what I tell you? How do you find Y minimum in the easiest fashion lah?
No.
You just put X minimum into here. Just put it in, you will get Y minimum. Make sense?
Like,
Kirby, what's the next question? Yes, Abigail. Yes, Abigail.
hold on.
Sure.
I'm trying to find a question, but I don't think it's anymore like
Kirby, wait, Kirby, let me confirm that B1 is live, B2 is not the question, B2. It does not continue. Because this is B1, ma B2 should be light also. No,
I don't think. Oh yeah, it is.
right. Okay, come on. spotting the question is part of the skill, ma. Come on. Your question spotting needs to work. It needs some work because you have always been using topical question. Correct? That's why it's a bit weak, lah. This is a very important skill for exam. Like, oh, the topic is this guy, the topic is that guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, not too fast, leh. Not too fast, leh. You're memorizing from yesterday, leh. Go and calculate, leh. I don't like it, leh.
How do you
Don't do that,
calculate?
leh. Hey, you nonsense already, right? I taught you yesterday, no? Look at Jamboard yesterday. Abigail, the Y minimum is turns out to be correct, lah. Turns out to be correct. Okay, that was the key. Now, this is not what your teacher teach you, probably, correct?
Yeah, she didn't teach me this.
Do you understand what I'm saying? As in what
Yeah.
I'm teaching you, lah.
Yes.
This happens in holiday tuition. You have my guarantee that this always works. If you do this, you will not be penalized. I'm giving you a lot of good stuff. So Abigail, I'm not teaching you to ignore your teacher. Your teacher and other teachers do need to teach you in a certain way, I guess. But you don't have to do that way. You can just do this way in exam and you'll be totally fine.
Okay.
Guarantee. Okay. With that in mind, do you want me to talk about the y-intercept and the x-intercept?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. We're starting from basic. Okay, right. So I'm going to the next question. Kirby, are you stuck? Sorry, I'm going to the next page. Sorry. Kirby, are you stuck?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the page that you told me to find, but
Okay, Kirby, no, never mind. No, don't do that. Do that. Kirby, just go from your mind. Critical angle means what? As in, draw something which is critical angle. We spend a lot of time in that. Next page, Jen. Next page.
42 angle, 42 degrees. Yeah.
Please do not memorize. When you don't have to memorize, you go and memorize. Don't do that. He actually say determine the critical angle. You write 42, he will not give you any mark. Abigail, next page. Abigail.
Uh, how do I do it? I don't
Oh
know.
man, could it be draw stuff, man? You're a visual guy. Draw stuff. Count, draw. Draw something. Draw the line. Draw the normal. When it's critical angle, what did he do? Draw the arrow. Draw the arrow. Abigail, one of these coordinate is 0. Tell me which one. Kirby, draw the dense, less dense.
Huh?
Abigail, in the coordinate of a y-intercept, is a y-intercept, right? One of them is 0. Which one?
Right.
Now, Kirby, yes. Now, what you need to do is you need to draw when the critical angle is. I keep drawing it for you yesterday. That's why you don't remember. Okay, Kirby, you are doing it the wrong way again. You're still doing the wrong thing. You go nearer here, you go there, and you bet it very extreme. You're still doing the same mistake yesterday. Be careful, yeah? Be careful. Your mistake hasn't been wiped out. It somehow got stuck in your mind. Now you draw the critical angle. So the critical angle is when this guy is 90 degrees, correct? The critical angle itself is this guy. That's the critical angle. Do you understand? Go and find it, please. Go and find it, please. Okay, Abigail, you gotta use your mind, okay? My voice is repeating again, Abigail. Now, tell me what just happened. Did something change at your side?
No.
It's very weird. I was talking to you without the double sound, and then suddenly my sound is double. What's going on? Let's see. I was very happy today. Okay, Abigail, do me a favor. Could you go out going again?
Okay.
Thanks. Kirby, you're stuck. Kirby.
What?
With the drawing, you're stuck.
Yeah, thinking.
Kirby, I lost you. Can you hear me?
Hello? Hello?
Okay. I thought I lost you. Sorry, I thought I lost you.
Wait, how do I do that?
Oh,
90
come
degrees,
on,
right?
Kirby. You don't even touch this formula. Are you going to touch this formula or not? Come on.
Oh, nice. Just 1 and something. 1 and 1.58. I use that.
I mean,
Wait, but which one is 1? Which one is the
which one is less
N1
dense and
and
which
the
one is
in one?
dense? Which one is
In
less
is
dense
in
and
is
which
the
one is
less dense, right?
dense?
Or is the in the dense one?
You're going from where? You're going from dense to less dense, right?
Yeah, so in is less
So the
dense.
in, how can in be less dense if you're going from dense
In
to
the in
less
is dense, right?
dense?
Less dense.
One is in and one is out, right?
Yeah.
So the in must be from dense, right? You even draw that, no man?
And the in is dense. Then out
Yes, the in
is
is dense. Yeah,
dense.
less dense. Yeah, your mic is acting up again. It's very weird.
Oh.
It always happens with you. Nobody else. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, this is so annoying. Anyway, the in is dense, the out is less dense, and that's why you draw. That is why you draw.
So
If you never draw at this point, you must draw. You're saying?
it's 1
You're gonna write down
times
first. You're gonna write down
7
first. You're gonna write down
yeah, write
first.
it down. 1 times sine.
Abigail, you're in, right? Okay. The double seems to be okay. Let's try again. Okay, Abigail, this is a y-intercept. This guy is always 0. Always. Now tell me, do you know this or not?
It's like this, right?
Okay. Like Kirby, are you saying that this is N1? Like our discussion doesn't matter. Like this is sine
No,
angle 1?
that's out.
Okay, then I need you to write that down or something. It's very difficult to, Okay, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Okay. Do you know that, Abigail? You're always 0. The x coordinate of a y-intercept is always 0, and that's more logic than memorization. Some people memorize lah, but it's not recommended. Do you know that, Abigail? Wait, Abigail, I think you're in. Abigail, you're muted, Abigail, you're muted. Abigail, you're muted. Okay, I think now I can hear you. And the double happens. This must be Chromebook problem. It's a Chromebook problem. Kirby, can I confirm that you don't hear my voice double?
Yeah.
No problem, just normal.
No, I can. It's double. I can hear myself.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can hear yourself. Okay, Abigail, tell you what, something like this. We cannot use Zoom until we settle this problem. What you do is very simple. You WhatsApp call me. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. You don't have to be on the Zoom right now. We just use Jamboard and use WhatsApp call.
Okay.
Okay?
Can.
Okay, cool. Okay, so Kirby, I hope you understand a few things that, of course, the formula is important, but the point is, you gotta draw for yourself. If you don't draw for yourself to work for you, does that make sense?
Yes.
So if the drawing is there, good for you, you don't have to work. If the drawing is not there, your thinking will be wayward, and I think that's kind of normal. I think we cannot expect ourselves to think without drawing. I hope that makes sense. Like you have to do yourself a favor and draw for yourself, like
Yeah.
something like that. Even if you're not confident with the drawing, you must. There is no other way. It's even worse than, if you try to think without the drawing. It just doesn't work. You just go blank, man, so to speak.
Yeah.
Clear, yeah? Clear. I hope you learn that. And of course, after you do that, the math is fine. Your answer is great, everything. Okay? You're working fine when you have the drawing right. Abigail, can you hear me? Wait, that's weird. Okay, try again. Abigail, can you hear?
Should I move on to the next paper? Because there's no more light question.
Fair enough. MCQ and then paper. Wait, Abigail, can you hear me? How come I cannot hear you, Abigail? Oh yeah, now I can hear you. Okay, now I can hear you. Okay, just testing. Abigail, loud and clear.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, let's try this first. If there is a problem, you're gonna tell me. Okay, just like I have a problem, I tell you, right? You have a problem, you tell. Okay, so do you understand that for the y-intercept, the x is always 0? Understand, not memorize. If you don't understand, just tell me.
No.
Okay, let's go back to Desmos, but you don't have to show me. Oh, no, show me. I'm sorry. What am I talking about? Show me Desmos. Okay, just check the answer, yeah, Kirby. Just check it.
Okay.
Desmos? Oh, no, Desmos. Wait, what? Why do you want a video call? No. Show me Desmos on the lap. Oh, you cannot show me. What am I talking about? You cannot show me Desmos on the laptop, Abigail. Oh my, never mind. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I'm very confused. I'm very confused. Right? Okay. Sorry. Okay, like this. Now let me just draw. Here is the y-axis, and here is the x-axis. Right? Here's the x-axis. Here's x1, x2, x3, x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3. So far, so good, Abigail? Okay, good job, Kirby.
Yes.
Now, where is x0? Tell me where.
Yeah.
Write something because I cannot. No, that's not x0. X0 is, well, here lah. Here. X0 lah, right? X0. Which means this guy, y-intercept the x is always 0. Always. Which is to say, that is what he's trying to say, but you may make the mistake of memorizing this. Why is this being said? Because a y-intercept is half known. It's half known all the time. Because the x is always 0. That is the understanding. I hope you don't memorize. Do you understand what I'm saying? Once you know this, you use the same concept. If I know the x, I can get the y what? That was the concept I used to get y min. That concept always works every time. If I have x, I can get the y. That's just how equation works, if that makes sense. So what is the y-intercept of this guy? Wait, x equals to 0. Sub it in, you get the answer immediately. 1. Immediate. Do you understand? Now I'm going to give you another equation. What is the y-intercept of this new guy? Kirby, I'm following you. Just say.
Okay. I'm a bit stuck. I don't know how to do this.
At least do me some cancellation or correct, not correct to me. At least what you understand, you tell me, right?
I'm thinking.
Sure. Abigail, do you have an answer? What is the y-intercept? What do you know about y-intercept? What do you always know about the y-intercept? The what? Sorry, the what? A bit soft, yeah. Yes, the x is 0, correct. So the y-intercept is 0, comma something. Now you're going to use that knowledge, please. Use it. How do you use it? If you know the x, you can always find the y, man. Okay, then use it. Use it and find something. Kirby, really?
Yeah.
Like nothing? Nothing, man? Are you sure there's
I'm
nothing?
thinking. I don't know how to do it.
I'm asking what you know. I'm asking what is correct or not correct. For example, this is
I don't
reflection,
know.
right? This is reflection, right?
This is
You
wrong.
know reflection, right?
I'm not
So
sure.
x equals to. Why is
What?
this wrong and this wrong? Never cancel like this. Cancel where it is wrong.
Oh yeah.
Cancel where it is wrong.
Yeah.
You
That's
cancel.
wrong.
You is greater. Oh, you're saying that. You're saying why is that wrong? You're correct. You're correct. It's wrong.
Because
Why?
it's the same length.
This one is okay. Great, which is great.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk about the angles, which is fine. Now let's talk about the angles.
Uh,
Look at the angles here, lah.
I think it's
I
B,
think
right?
you know.
Yeah.
Okay, now you know what's going on, eh? Now you know. You're correct.
Just trying to read the question.
You should, right? You should
Okay.
read the question, right? I don't know whether I'm supposed to be happy or not happy here, eh?
So what, like,
I'm supposed to
yeah.
be happy or not?
I don't know.
Okay, make me happy. Okay, Abigail, how do you use the knowledge of x equals to 0? And then what do you get? And so the y-intercept is 0, 6. Now tell me, what's stopping you from applying this knowledge that you have, lah? You already have. Then let's try again. Because I was waiting for that. I mean, write it down. Now. Don't say the answer. Write it down, right? Okay, here's another random one. What's the y-intercept? Okay, good. Okay. Finally, Kirby, something slightly harder, lah. But
Yeah.
all the knowledge that you have is already enough. I need you to use the
Draw a straight line.
draw a normal line. The normal not very nice. The normal should be 90 degrees. Draw the normal nicely. Normal should be like this. What you're
Oh,
drawing is not a normal at all. I don't know what you're 90 degreeing with. The 90 degrees should be with the surface. Should be with the surface.
it's like
It's
this.
not normal. Yeah, something like that. That would be normal. Okay, looking good, Abigail. That is the discussion for y-intercept. Anything else to confirm? Now the x-intercept. Do we need to talk about it? The x-intercept is what we talked about yesterday. That means I teach you during holiday tuition. Now. You must use the calculator, right? But you must write down the formula. Remember? That was the discussion. That was it. And that covers everything. No? what are we covering? We're covering all the special points, the maximum minimum point, and then the y-intercept, and then the x-intercept. Whether you memorize them or understand them, this will always have to be with you from now on. That means it's important. It's a very important foundation. Which means now we get to practice the next one. No? Could you please do the next one using my method lah, not the teacher's method? Yes. Which one? Which one? Okay, which one do you want to ask? I'm following you in Jamboard. Which one do you want to ask? Oh, the P and Q thingy, right? The P and Q thingy, right? Okay, so let me show you. So once you know the minimum point is once you know, based on using my method, which is the simple one, you already know the minimum method. Now, surprisingly, the P and the Q is the minimum point. So what you are writing is something like this. Y equals to x square. The Q is plus 3 over 4, right? And then your P is supposedly minus half, supposedly. And then for some reason that I haven't explained, that guy's sign is always flip. Always flip. If it is negative, that is positive. If it's positive, that is negative. Only for that guy. Am I making any sense? But can you hear me, Abigail? Can you hear me? So yes. Let me show you. Kirby, are you stuck? Kirby?
Yeah, okay, I'm like confused.
The formula, Kirby, the formula. Come on. How come I have to
No,
fish
but
out the formula from you every time? Yeah.
but the formula needs the reflective index of the glass. Oh, it's that. Oh, okay.
What are you talking about, Kirby? Right? I thought your reading skill is good. Okay.
I didn't see it because of the figure 5.1 thing.
Okay. All right. Try again. Try again. So the reason is very simple, Abigail, because um when your teachers your teacher might say that P and Q is the minimum points, minimum or maximum. Did your teacher say something like that? I'm hoping not. I'm hoping.
Sure.
Okay, good. Then I don't have to deal with that problem. Okay. Then I am also not telling you that that is the minimum and maximum point. They are just related. So one more time, the minimum point is not this guy, even though they look very strangely similar. And the maximum point is not the x minimum is not that guy. This is not x minimum. Again, even though they are related. And the y minimum is not exactly this guy, even though they are like yes, just the same. Or what am I saying? What am I saying is something like this. If I put in the x minimum here, because that's how I put it. Remember, x minimum minus half, correct? I'm supposed to put in my x minimum here. Here, do you notice what happened to this thing? What happens to the thing is that it is become 0, correct? Minus half plus half, 0. Look. If I put in my x minimum here, I need to get my y minimum, which is 3 over 4. If I put this as minus half, I put this in, my y minimum will not be plus 3 over 4, but plus 3 over 4 with this thing. So it doesn't work out. For it to work out, this must be a plus so that I put in minus half, this becomes 0. Ta-da, my y minimum is this guy. Am I making any sense? If not, please tell me.
Sure. This is correct, right? So, sure.
Hey, Kirby, Check the answer key, man. Come on, Kirby.
No, but like that's the correct
No,
formula,
I don't.
right?
Yeah, no. You're not writing the formula. But no, I don't want. You check the answer key. I don't want. If you write down the formula, I can at least
Okay.
write. You're not building confidence like this. Abigail, am I making any sense? Oh, I have a better way. Okay, I have a better way. Watch out. I have a better way. Okay, I should have tried that one. Okay, remember the thing about flipping? Okay, you're asking me the reason why I always have to flip the sign. Okay, very simple. Because look at this guy. Okay, my answer minus half. If I put minus here, it will never give me the original plus x. Why am I saying this? Because isn't this supposed to be that? Do you understand that? This is supposed to be exactly the same as that. If you don't understand, please help. If this is supposed to be exactly the same as that, then how can a minus half give me plus x? Instead, a minus half will, if you expand, will give me, minus, what do you call it? It will be give me something, minus x something, minus half x something. Will instead be giving me that minus half x, as in a minus, minus half x, minus half x. If that makes some sense. If this is a plus, it will at least give me a plus. If it is a minus, it will give me a minus, which doesn't fit the original at all. I have to flip it so that it fits. This flipping, turns out, it always happens. No matter what, I have to flip it to fit the original. No matter what. Does this work as an explanation? Good, because if not, I have to force you right now to simply remember to flip it. I have to. At that point, this is the easiest thing to do. But if the explanation works, that's additional motivation for you to flip. I am glad it works. Anything else to clarify before you try the next one by yourself? All right, then I would like to see you do it with my method. Hopefully it's easier on page 10. Kirby, you erase your working. Why did you erase your working?
Because um
It was correct, is it?
I don't. Yeah, I was correct.
Yeah, no need to erase. Okay, I actually
The
want to see.
working was like taking up too much space.
Fair
But
enough.
I need help. I don't know how to. I think my formula is wrong or something. I put the.
Don't say to me. Don't say. Come on, write down, man. Don't say
Yeah.
stuff, man. Write down, man. Or do on paper, like either one. Come on. Oh dear. Now I know what's the mistake already. Now, are you following this drawing, Kirby? Are you following this drawing? Now ask me. Now I'm gonna ask you. Can critical angle happen from less dense to dense?
Oh yeah. Cannot.
Cannot.
Right.
So you cannot rely on this one now. You cannot. Maybe you draw another one here or what, but you cannot rely on this one. Having said that, you can just draw by yourself, lah, right? You always do it yourself. It's just that you're relying on the wrong thing. It's just that. It's like that. Good. Now you're drawing something. Good. Abigail, are you stuck? All right. Okay. Are you doing it on paper or on Jamboard? Because I need to see you do it. No, Jamboard. No, Jamboard. At least first time, let me see you do it. Because then I can correct your mistake immediately. Cannot. Jamboard. This is the price to pay if you're not using video. You cannot directly jump to the paper lah, because I need to follow. I hope that makes some sense. Okay, it wastes your time a little bit low. So if you don't like it, then next time whack the video. Okay, nicer for you lah.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, Kirby. Okay, good. Again, the drawing saves you. Your drawing skill is correct, yada yada, and your concept just need to be reminded just now. Okay, be careful lah. So I think you cannot trap lah, something like that. Now you see that even the questions drawing doesn't always save you. Correct or not? You cannot just don't think one, if that makes sense. Correct or not? You were using the drawing without thinking or something like that, and then you are wrong, lo. Correct? Kirby?
Yes.
But this also shows that your thinking is there. Your thinking can be correct. I don't know how to say it. It's not that you don't know anything, you know. It's not like that. It's just that you can be easily swayed right now. You can be easily confused right now. But actually, you already have the correct thing. Okay? Hopefully, you will realize that. Okay. Now let's make it stronger. Right? Let's do part C. Okay, wonderful, Abigail, looking good. Okay, I like all that you're doing right now. Okay, excellent. Okay, easy stuff right now. Easy peasy. Now you have to put the two and then you have to flip the sign, right? Okay, which you're flipping the sign. Good. Okay, Abigail, you're not going to worry about whether this is negative or positive. You understand, huh? You're just going to say, oh, this is supposed to be +2, and then I flip it to negative. Must be correct already. Understand, yeah? You don't follow that method, like you just don't follow lah. Like that. Okay, don't follow the logic of that method. You follow the logic of my method or whatever, right? Okay, if you write it this way, if you write this, which you did, right? And then you write that, which you did, and you show all the working, and then you go here. By right, you get full marks. Why? Because the question never say use the completing square method. This is called the completing square method. Okay, let me tell you the good news first. First, you do this, and that. Why? Because then you know the answer. You know the answer key. Now, why do I say that? Because completing square method is very confusing when the question is hard. Okay, this question is confusing at this point is because of minus. You'll see worst question 1, right? Worst question looks like this. Plus 7/2x minus 1. This makes it like even worse. Then they put a 3, people die already. This is a very terrible question to do completing square. So far, so good. Are you with me? But the method I teach you don't care. They will just find it one, just naturally get the answer. The difficulty of the method doesn't change with the question. The beauty of, I cannot say this is my method. Like, I don't know what to say. It's not my method. It's just whatever, the easy method. We'll call it the easy. The easy method is easy because the difficulty of the question doesn't affect it. So far, so good? Okay, then because you know the answer already, you're confident, then you do your completing square, and if the answer is wrong, you just, how do I say, you just adjust your mistake until it's correct, lo. It at least can do that for you, lah, at least, lah. If the question say do completing square, if not, who cares? Bye, it's not worth it. Let me repeat this one more time. It's not worth it to do completing square for this thing. It's just full of mistakes. Let's not do that to us. Am I making any sense? Okay, that's my advice. That's an exam advice. That's not a homework advice. Kindly do the rest. Y-intercept, X-intercept, and all those. Kindly do so. I need to see how you do it. Kirby, you are drawing something? Okay, great. Kirby, why are you not copying the picture from the previous? You're redrawing, which again is fine. Which I guess is fine. You can do that. Okay, you're drawing it correctly after it reaches point Q. Yes, that is a question. You're aiming at 60. I like it a lot. You're aiming at 60. I like it.
Yeah.
You're thinking about the right thing. Okay, let me see what you do. What will you do here? I'm very, very curious. Maybe when you have problem, you ask me, huh? Okay, I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it.
Uh,
I'm waiting for the problem. Mhm. Okay, Abigail, obviously your y-intercept it is supposed to be easy. Every y-intercept is supposed to be easy one. That's good, right? That's good. Okay. Okay. And then your x-intercept, I need to see how you do it also. I need to see your presentation, everything, so that you get the full mark. Okay. How is it, Kirby? Facing any problem yet?
thinking.
All right. Good.
I'm just thinking.
Thinking is good. Thinking is good. I like. Abigail, are you saying something? Abigail, are you saying something? Okay. Okay. Are you stuck? Sure, sure, sure.
Oh, I think I know.
Yes, yes. What is it, Kirby? What is it? Tell me. Tell me.
With
What is it?
the EIR.
Yeah, you even know the fancy word. Absolutely. Your calculator is giving you math error, right?
Yeah.
And you are not, how to say, you are not afraid of it. You're thinking about it and you get the right answer.
Yeah.
Very good. Now, the teacher, the examiner expects you to draw nicely, and let's see whether you can draw that based on this knowledge. Let's see. Let's a very good thinking. Wonderful. Maybe you don't know how to write, is it? You don't know how to draw, is it, Maybe?
I think I'm trying to. Don't I have to calculate what it is?
Wait, it's called TIR, right? So reflection, no need to calculate because
Yeah.
you already know. You already know. Yeah, it's TIR. Abigail, do you have problem presenting? Right? Imaginary number simply means, right? You get to write something lah. You still have to present something. You still have to present something. I want to see how you do not know how to present it if your calculator give you imaginary number. You don't know. Okay, like this. Look at. No real roots. That's what you write first. No real roots because there's nothing you can write. Okay, no real roots, and then you write something like this: b squared minus 4ac smaller than 0. That's all you write. Using the A math concept, which is totally fine because this thing exists in E math, and then you prove it to them. No? You do have to do the b squared minus 4ac. Just do it, please. Okay, I'm gonna erase everything and you're gonna learn how to present. Go ahead. Okay, Kirby, you're writing something. I'm waiting for your clear and concise English, right? Due to the angle instead of being more than 6, why do you say more than 60 degrees?
More than 40.5.
40.5, yeah. Instead of saying the light reflects, just say something with TIR. They're gonna be very happy. What they see TIR, they're happy. You know, give them what makes them happy, lah. You know, use TIR in your answer, something like that. Okay, Abigail, you gotta write down the what is the B, what is the A, and what you work out the B square minus 4AC to really show them lah.
TIR.
Yeah, can you okay, I'm sorry, total internal reflection happens. I'm sorry, you gotta spell out the I'm sorry, you gotta spell out the total internal reflection happens and then finish. Yeah,
Total what?
total internal reflection. That's the fancy phrase. Abigail, I gotta see you write down what's the B, the A, and the C. Like you gotta work out the B square is something and yeah, you gotta work that one out. Okay. -4. Okay. Can you check the answer key, Kirby? That's how it is. That's how it is.
Okay.
Okay, just check it out. It'll be something like that. Okay. Yes, very good, Abigail. Almost there. Final presentation. Okay, don't need this one. Don't need that. Okay, you gotta write something here. What's the number here? Yeah. Yeah, correct. I think it's correct. Okay, are you clear about the presentation, Abigail?
Yeah.
Like that. That's how you do.
I think I got the mark.
Okay, sure thing, Kirby. Do you have another one? Let's practice one more time.
Another light question.
Like Kirby, you see what I mean, right? You see what I mean? That's how they will answer. You get the concept and then you mention TIR, nobody is gonna complain. Okay, good. Maybe another one.
I need to find another paper.
Sure. Abigail, do you have another question? It will be nice.
So for us,
Yeah.
it's
Always x equals to the x minimum. Do you know why? It would be nice if you know. All right, look at the drawing. Everything is visual, right? At this point, all the explanations are visual one. So here's the minimum point. The minimum point is here 2, -2. Correct? Now, you know that this is what they mean by line of symmetry. That's what it means. Correct?
yes.
I mean, isn't this x equals to 2? That's it. If you don't know, please tell me. If you don't understand, please tell me, please. Right. Now, this is the issue with horizontal line and vertical line. I believe that is your issue. Let's see whether that's true or not. I believe that. I'm sorry. Now, I'm going to draw another horizontal line. Most of the time, people don't have trouble with a horizontal line. Now, let's say this is 3. Tell me, what do you call this horizontal line? People call it y equals to 3. That's the line which is horizontal. When you say it's y equals to 3, it doesn't always mean that it's a point or something. It can mean that it's a line. How come? Because there are many points on this line. There is one similarity between all of them. All their y's are 3. All the point in this horizontal line, the y is 3. Am I making any sense? To shorten things up, let's just call that line y equals to 3 because no matter what the x, the y is always 3. I hope that makes sense. Now, the same logic with the vertical line. In a vertical line, you have many points. Well, guess what? No matter what the point is, the x is always 2. So to save time, let's call this line x equals to 2. It makes sense like that, I guess. That is why the line of symmetry is always x equals to whatever the x minimum is, because that's where it is located. Does this make any sense? This also always works. If you memorize everything, it will be too much. It is much better if you understand it through drawing or something like that. Any other question would be welcome. Kirby, what's going on? Tell me.
I'm doing the next question.
You're writing the formula, I feel, so I was kind of waiting for it. Kirby, why is it 54? Why is the 54 here?
Before,
Why is 54 here?
that's the angle, right? It's
You're doing so well. You're doing so well, and now you
I
make a
did
mistake.
wrong. That's the wrong one.
Yeah, that's the wrong one. Maybe you
Oh,
memorize something lah. Maybe you memorize something. The angle is always the angle to the normal.
oh, yeah, I forgot.
That one is a little bit of memorization, to be fair. Abigail, what are we doing right now? Is there another question or something like that? Okay, go to the next page, page 11. You're going to make yourself a random question. You're going to make for yourself a quadratic equation. Make it as bad or as ugly as you want it to be. Let's try. Okay. And then apply all the techniques here. I'm going to see you first write down your own made quadratic equation. As scary as you like if you want. Okay, good, Kirby. So what is the, and that should be easy, right? Okay, that looks kind of scary, and that looks like, okay, yeah. Okay, Abigail, can I make it even harder? If you say no, I won't. No, cannot. Okay, then the question is just find all the special points now. Go and do it. Okay, good, Kirby. All right. Okay, something like this happened like yesterday, Kirby, like they kind of ask you for this guy and you get confused or something like that, but
Yeah.
it's the second time, so you know that they do like to do this lah. So it's a good thing that you're practicing it lah.
Should I do lens questions?
You gotta learn lens, not do lens lah. So if this is what you're doing, we gotta learn lens for a while. Okay, together lah. I'll be sharing my screen.
Now?
Yeah.
Or do I do another question?
No. Right now, not right now. Min or max. Okay. For your sake, Abigail, it is a very good habit to write down x min or x max. Your teacher will not enforce this. I am enforcing it for your sake. Okay. Okay, you do it right now. So just ignore my screen sharing. So Kirby, the link I'm using is the link I sent you yesterday, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but I'm the one using it right now, so you don't worry. Okay. Now you gotta pay attention, right?
Oh, should I open the thing?
No, I'm opening it right now. I'm sharing the screen.
Okay.
Okay, wait, yeah. Okay. Okay. I gotta see. Oh. Okay, sorry. Wait, I gotta set up something. Okay, my mistake. Okay, that's good. Okay, good. Now, never mind what all this number is, Kirby. What I want you to see is something like this. Now I'm gonna allow you to annotate again. Sorry, I forgot. I'm gonna allow you to annotate.
How do I annotate?
Enable annotation, and now you can annotate. You can write something on my screen also. Please try to do that just to confirm.
Oh,
Okay.
how do I remove it?
All right. Okay, good. Now then you can remove it. Okay, nice. Can
Yeah.
clear that. Now, I am going to do something that maybe your teacher don't do. Just follow me, right? Now, this is the focus. We'll just call it F, right? Focus. There is always a 2F. 2F is just, if the focus is here, then the 2F is here. So far, so good?
Yeah.
Now, immediately I have area number 1, area number 2, right on top of focus, area number 3, area number 4, area number 5. Later on, there will be an area number 6. I have 6 areas, positions. Does your teacher mention anything like this?
I'm not sure. Wait, is it tested? How do I know if it says like under the light topic?
By right, if you have a lens question, you need to know this.
Pretty sure my teacher
But
hasn't
the
got
area is never mentioned as area 1 to 6. However, clearly they know there are 6 areas because the question revolves around all this area 1. They just never number it 1 to 6. They'll say something like this. If the object is, for example, sorry, I'm supposed to shift the object.
but is it
Uh,
how do I know if it's tested?
Kirby, if you learn lens, you need this. Simple.
I
What do you
haven't-
mean by what do you
I-
mean by if you know it's tested? You have seen it in the exam. You have seen it in the exam paper. What?
Yeah, but my teacher hasn't got through it.
You mean is it tested in the next exam?
Yeah.
That's your worry. You know
Yeah.
that it's gonna be tested in O level. So I cannot answer for you whether it will be tested in the next exam. That's your problem. You gotta find that out.
Okay.
But I can tell you that it is in the O level. You, in this tuition, decide you want to study it now or later. That's your prerogative. No problem. You don't ask me whether it is in your exam or not. What are you talking about?
Okay. Yeah.
So, what do you want?
We can go through it.
Okay, just learn lo. Simple lah. Then just learn lah. Correct or not? Okay,
Yeah.
it will be useful anyway lah. Correct? Okay,
Yeah.
anyway. Now, there will be 6 area. Are you clear?
Yeah.
So when they say something like this, by the way, Abigail, I'm still following you, right? When they say, oh, the object is between the lens and the focal point. Area number 1, no? Looks like this. The area number 1 is here.
Wait,
Okay?
the areas are every -2 like unit.
No. The -2, -4 is it depends on the lens. So let me explain this.
Oh.
The focal point can change one because look at let me changing the focal point. You see, I can change the focus. When I
Yeah.
change the focus, the lens gets thicker. Basically, that's what it means.
Oh.
Whatever that means, what I'm teaching you is something not that. I'm just saying that the focal point is position number 2. No matter where, that's position number 2. We call that position number 2. So closer than that, we call that position number 1. Wherever the focal point is, before that, that's area or position number 1. Clear?
Yes.
After that is 3, but at 2F, you have 4. At 2F, you have 4. After that is 5, kind of simple, right? And 6 is infinity. We'll talk about it later.
Huh?
Okay, we'll talk about 6 later. Now,
Okay.
Abigail, is this your... Oh, you haven't finished yet. Tell me when you're finished. Tell me. Okay. So, okay, clear first. Kirby?
Yeah.
You're going to
No.
play around with this area tomorrow, right? Because we don't have time today. Probably not. Okay. Now, I want you to notice a few things. We'll start with area number 4. It's the easiest thing. Okay. I'm putting the object at number 4. it's very, I'll get it. Look at the image. The image is the same size. How do I know? I'm gonna make the image, the object like, okay. The image is the same size and the object, even though it is upside down. Okay, the same size, okay? I'm going to show you that nowhere else does this happen. Nowhere else, you're going to see once. I think Abigail, you're still lacking the, oh, the x-intercept is there. Okay, good. Abigail, do you know how to check your own answer? Go to Desmos. Type this in, you will get all your answers. Make sense? Give it a try. So at area number 5, the image is always smaller, which makes it very reliable. Do you see that? The image is always smaller than the object, no matter where you shift, no matter where. Okay. If I go to area 3, the object is always the image is always bigger than the object, no matter where you go at area 3.
Yeah.
I can tell you immediately the area 3 is what they call the projector area. The projector works like that in area 3. For example, that's just an example. Because a projector is supposed to magnify, see, the object is inside the projector. In the screen, we see the image. The image is bigger than object. That's the job of a projector, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, whether you need to remember area 3's projector or not, they never test. I'm saying this so that it makes sense. I'm not saying this so that you memorize. So one more time. At 4, same object and image. At 5, smaller. At 3, bigger. It's kind of easy to see after you play around. Okay? Okay. Now, at 2, I will tell you one thing. At 2, it disappears. At 2, there is no image. Look at that. Always and always. Always. Always, yeah? Always. This is what they call your blind spot.
Oh.
Always.
Okay.
At 1, the image appears behind you and is always bigger. Appears behind you. It's very weird, but it's not that difficult to memorize, so to speak. I'll explain why later. The image is behind you and it is always bigger. Okay. I've shown you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I cannot show you 6. We'll talk about it later. Okay. Now you are going to take turn. You go to your own screen. You play with the focus and the object. You change it and you see whether what I'm saying makes sense or not so far. I want you to play with this link. Okay?
All right.
Okay, you go and play by yourself. And then after a while, you're going to ask me questions before you close. Abigail, have you checked using Desmos?
Yeah.
Is everything correct? You gotta at least tell me which one is right and which one is wrong. Okay. So everything else is correct except for the x-intercept. Am I correct?
Yeah, I'm wrong.
Okay. Which is fine. You're supposed to choose 3SF, but the issue with your x-intercept is that your presentation is bad. Bad presentation. I'm gonna fix that, okay? Bad presentation. How do you present something like this? x1, 2 equals to, you don't have to write down the minus d plus minus. You don't have to write this, but you have to write down minus 16 plus minus 4 squared. I'm sorry, minus b plus minus b squared. 16 squared minus 4 times 4 times minus 3 over 2 times minus 4. You have to write this down before you write down 3,80 or 0,197. You have to write this one. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You don't write this down, I mean minus mark, they want to see the working. And I teach you in holiday tuition that you should never put this in calculator. You just write it down for presentation.
Okay.
Have we cleared all your doubts regarding this?
Yes.
Okay. Follow this method. You will be able to face many difficult questions, whether easy or difficult. And then it will then be useful for your AMAT also. Right? Now, is there anything else you want to talk about?
No.
Then I will ask you regarding the tuition thingy, but I think later lah after we finish. So a bit more time from you. Okay. Now, we still have 5 minutes. Why don't we do something else? It can be physics, it can be chem, it can be AMAT. What do you think? No question from AMAT, physics, and chem, is it? Uh, what subject have I shared with you the Google Drive, Abigail? Wait, have I shared you any? I'm so sorry. Have I shared you anything at the Google Drive? I'm so sorry. I might have jumped. Have I shared with you anything in the Google Drive? I better check that myself. Might as well settle that, right? Have I shared with Abigail? Right, that's the question. Yes, I have. I've shared with Abigail email. And then have I shared with Abigail physics? Yes, I have. And wait the whole oh. Kirby, are you okay so far?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Good, good.
I think I understand the lens thing a bit.
Okay, a bit more. I haven't explained all lah, but tomorrow you will play around with this because now you know what it means lah. It's not very confusing. Then we'll explain more and then we do more question no next time we meet lah. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm very impressed that we can do 5 days this week lah. I'm very impressed. Quite happy with the result because we talk about the two weaker subject lah. Still quite happy.
Yeah.
Right? I'll see you normally on Monday, next Monday, correct?
Okay.
All right. Good job for this week, and I will see you. Bye. Okay, Abigail, I'm finding you an appropriate question. Yeah, please wait for. Abigail, have you covered in this in the what do you call it in the email?
Yeah.
Are you having trouble there?
No.
Okay, which is good to know. Some people have way more trouble in this than. Okay, Abigail, I'm copying for you a question from email paper, right? Would you read that for a while? And then there'll be your last question for the day. That will be in the next page, by the way. Okay. Clarify what you want, and then let's talk about it.
What?
Sorry, I cannot hear you. You're saying?
What?
What is the division sign? Which one are we talking about? Sorry, which? Oh. No. I think that's a printing problem. That's a +2, and this is power 2 lah. Is that your question? Yeah. Sorry, that's a just printing error. Sorry, you're saying? What are you saying? Yeah, the issue is because you don't have the B and the A, correct or not? That's the issue. Now, just so that you know that this is still a good method, if you use your teacher method also cannot. Because why? Your teacher method requires the original quadratic. They never give you the original quadratic here. So it's just the same thing. You get your A and B from the original quadratic. So my method doesn't work because you don't have the A and B. The teacher's completing square method doesn't work because there is no original quadratic. That's the real problem, not the method's problem. Understand so far? Now, instead, what does this question do? This question kind of flips you because the question never gives you the graph usually anyway. But this time, the question gives you the graph. And in fact, not just the graph, the question gives you this 2 point, which is the x-intercept, correct? Basically, he's telling you, can you make a quadratic graph, so to speak, if I give you the two x-intercepts? Never mind the fact that you have to do this. I think that's the first thing that you must do. This is the question flipping your logic. Something like that. You're supposed to usually find the x-intercept. They give you the original quadratic. Here, they flip it. Understand the problem? We'll do it next time. Time is up already. Okay? Just showing you a possible question from now. Okay, I asked you a question last week. You say, okay, give you 1 week to think about it. So what do you think about it? What do you think? What's your plan? What's your plan?
Uh, my grades. It's
Okay, let me confirm that you're fine with 1.5 hours of tuition. We're gonna split that on the subjects as we go along. That is the plan. Am I correct? Okay. Okay. We're gonna test that for 1 term and then we're gonna review whether that works or not. Fair enough? Okay. I think after 1 term, if it doesn't work, you're gonna request the changes yourself. You know better. So for 1 term, let's try that. Okay. Okay. With that in mind, if there is nothing else, I will see you next Thursday. All right. Bye. Tak terombang-ambing di jiwa. You really have 12 speed? I mean, it's not nice, but I don't know, seems nice. It's nice. It's nice. It works. Kind of like the real thing. What's really important there is. I mean, what? That's fun. I do it is. I do. See? Yeah. Maybe. I think it's the same. What? Not important. Why is that important?